All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hopefully you're having a great day. We've got a nice 15-game MLB slate today. We're going to cover every game as always. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Join the Discord absolutely free. If you want to follow all the bets, everything is very transparent. There is a bet tracking link down below. You can click it, see the bets, see where we are on the season. We are up. Let's recap yesterday. It was a losing day, but not bad. It was hooks all around. So we went 2-3, down a half a unit. We had Arizona and Chicago, both teams to score 2 in the first 5. We had Arizona bases loaded in the 5th. Just needed them to get one more run. Couldn't get it done. That said, it was three runs after the top of the 7th inning. It ended at like 24 runs. So they scored 21 runs in an inning and a half. So stinks that it couldn't have happened before the 5th, but it is what it is. Phillies raced to 4, another stupid sweat-free win. We got that on the card today. That has just been absolutely banging for us last year, banging for us this year. Mets raced to 3, got hooked on that one. Cards scored and got the 3rd run. Very next half inning, Mets tied it at 3. So kind of stinks there. I did do race to 4 on another card, and that hit. So kicking myself for not doing race to 4 there. Hunter Dobbins over 4.5 hits. He gave up 4. Thought he might come out for another inning. He did not. So we hooked that one. K. Povich over 4.5 Ks. We hooked that one as well. He ended up at 4. That was a half a unit play. He had so many hitters, 0-2, and then he just could not find that curveball. He kept leaving it up and out. So that kind of stinks. And then Dodgers first 5 -0.5. I didn't think it was going to be 1-0, but hey, we cashed it at plus money. So like I said, 2-3 on the day, just down a half a unit. So we can live with those days. Good bounce back day coming today. Let's get into this slate. First game on the card, Marlins and the Phillies. Cal Quantrill going up against Taijuan Walker. You already know, Phillies race to 5 today. We're going to do Phillies race to 5. I don't trust Taijuan Walker. That said, I think he'll do okay. Cal Quantrill on the other side, who I trust even less. It's going to be 77 degrees, mid-humidity and pressure. And there's going to be a 17-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to right field. Home runs are going to be up 38%, runs up 10%. If we look at Quantrill, he hasn't made a start since April 5th, so he's got a pretty long lag here. 2 weeks between starts. I expect him to be a little bit rusty. That said, that last start was really good. 5 innings, 4 hits, no earned runs. If we look at Taijuan Walker, faced this team 3 times last year. 1-1 with a 4.50 ERA, so 12 innings, 15 hits, 6 earned runs. That's not terrible for him last year. So he's actually been okay, although we saw some regression during his last start. I don't think he's going to be special by any means. I would lean towards the over in this game, but we're just going to do Phillies race to 5 to try to find some value here. Next game is going to be the Royals and the Tigers. We've got Seth Lugo going up against Casey Mize. Mize has been pretty decent. That said, some regression last start. Seth Lugo, not really a guy I can trust. It's going to be 10-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to left, 59 degrees, mid-humidity and pressure. We've got an over-under of 8. I would lean Tigers and the over 8 in this game, but not one I personally want to trust. I don't trust Seth Lugo. I don't trust Casey Mize. I don't trust either offense, really, so I'm going to fade this game, but that's just me. Next game, D-backs and the Cubs. After 24 runs yesterday, what will we get today? We've got an over-under of 7.5. Zach Gallen going up against Ben Brown. Gallen, not a great start to the year, and he just faced this team in Arizona, so they've already got a start on him. It wasn't great. He went 4 innings, 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 Ks. A lot of 4s. Going up against Ben Brown, guy that doesn't blow me away whatsoever. Primarily throws the fastball 59% of the time. D-backs number 1 hitting the fastball. His next pitch is a curveball. He throws that 39% of the time. D-backs are 6th against that. That said, Gallen throws a throws a slider about 13% of the time. Cubbies are number 1 hitting that. He throws a changeup about 18% of the time. Cubbies are number 4 in that. So not a great mix here for him. I would lean over in this game. It's only a 2. It's pretty crazy. Shows you the wind effect here. It's a 2-mile-an-hour wind in, and it's supposed to be minus 41% home runs, minus 31% runs. It's just an extreme wind effect in Chicago. I think we're going to get some gusts there, but I would still probably lean the over. And I would lean D-backs here in this game. So a little bounce back, but not a game I'm going to bet. Mariners and the Blue Jays. Logan Gilbert going against Jose Barrios. Roof is going to be closed, obviously, so we don't have to worry about the weather. Gilbert has been solid. He's 1-1 with a 2.38 ERA, but he's only given up an opponent batting average of 138. So he's been doing a really good job of holding hitters accountable here. Does very good against righties. Sub-1 average. Lefties a little weaker at 212. Jose Barrios, 264 average to lefties, 313 to righties, but he doesn't give up a lot of hard contact. So we see an over-under of 8 in this game. I would lean Mariners. I think we're getting value at minus 125. I almost put them on the card, to be honest with you. Probably the next play I would have taken, but left this one out, but lean Mariners in this game. Mets and the Cardinals. So in this game, we've got Kodai Senga going up against Matthew Liberatore. Liberatore was pretty good in his last outing. I thought he would get rocked, and he just didn't. He gave up very, very weak contact. That said, on the season, he's given up very hard hit percentage. But Kodai Senga has as well. He's really struggled against lefties, almost a 400 average, but he has absolutely dominated righties. They're hitting .032. So kind of the opposite for Liberatore. Lefties are hitting .067, righties 291. In terms of the weather, we've got 82 degrees, going to be a beautiful day. Mid humidity and pressure, and there's going to be a 17-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to right field. So very good for runs. Home runs are going to be up 18%, runs up 1%. I just don't know if I can get behind Kodai Senga. Something about Liberatore. He does very good against lefties. We look at every, decent bat here. Most of them are going to be from the left-handed side. And like Pete. Pete will be from the right-handed side. I mean, I can get down with the Mets, but at minus 175, I just can't. I can't. So there's no angle here I can't take them run line. I don't know if I trust them that much. So it's going to be a fade for me. Maybe put them in a parlay. I do like them to win today, but no angle I want to take. All right, Cleveland and the Pirates. Cleveland got the job done yesterday, but it is Paul Skeens' day. Paul Skeens going up against Blake Lively. Lively 0-2 with a 4.87 ERA, going up against Skeens, who's 2-1 with a 2.96 ERA. So he's definitely been more vulnerable this year. That said, he's still giving an opponent average of 169. So he's pretty much exactly the same. Left or right, they're hitting about the same. He's K'ing lefties more than righties. His hard hit percentage is ridiculously low. So when they are hitting him, it's not necessarily hard. It's going to be a beautiful day in Pittsburgh. We got an 11-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to left field, 73 degrees, mid-humidity and pressure. I would lean Pirates in this one. Am I taking the Pirates at minus 180? God, no. So no real angle I like here. Pirates first 5 minus a half could be a play. But again, just not an offense I can get behind. I don't trust them. They're just hitting like sub 200 over the past 2 weeks. Whereas technically the Guardians are hitting much better. Pitch mix for Lively. He throws a decent amount of pitches. He's got a good variety. So like I said, probably a Pirates game, but just not enough value for me to take them. Dodgers and the Rangers. Sasaki going up against Nathan Eovaldi. Eovaldi actually has not faced this team since 2013, so it has been quite a while. Roof will be closed in this one. We got Shohei, who was placed on the paternity list yesterday. Thought that might hurt our first 5 bet. Kind of did, I guess. They only scored 1, but they ended up winning 3-0. I would lean Dodgers in this one at minus 108. We're getting really good value to take the better team. That said, do I trust Roki Sasaki? No. I don't know if he's going to throw a strike. Control issues. Opponents are hitting 216 off of him. Eovaldi at home is kind of a system play you can usually take. He's got great splits on the season. 192 to lefties, 171 to righties. That said, hard hit percentage is a little high. So like I said, I would lean Dodgers because that's where the value's at, but not going to take a play in this one. Next one, Reds and the Orioles. Anybody else have Reds first 5 last night? That was a fun one. All right, so today we've got Hunter Green going up against Brandon Young. Brandon Young making his major league debut. He's 1-1 with a 2.76 ERA in the minors. He's got an okay 4-pitch mix of a fastball, slider, changeup, and a cutter. going up against Hunter Green, arguably, I would say the leading Cy Young person right now. He's got a .98 ERA, 2-1 with an opponent average of 126. I don't understand this line whatsoever, but I'm going to embrace it. Give me the Reds race to 4, Reds money line. Reds money line's ridiculous. You give me 120 to take the Reds right now. I got it at 122 on FanDuel. That is going to be my best bet. We're seeing the Reds offense heating up. You got a rookie making his debut. This Orioles bullpen's not good. This is a bottom 6 bullpen going up against a Reds bullpen that's been surprisingly really good. This is a top 3 in ERA, top 10 in FIP. So, yeah, give me the Reds in this one. Absolutely, 100%. I lean towards the under 9, but I'm just going Reds here. And I am a Reds fan, full transparency. So take with that what you will. White Sox and the Red Sox, a lot of Sox going up against each other. Garrett Crochet going up against Shane Smith. Actually, we didn't talk about the weather in the Reds game, did we? The wind is going to be blowing out. It's going to be 79 degrees, mid-humidity and pressure, and it's going to be a 13-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to right center. So, all right, next game, like I said, the two Sox is battling it out. Shane Smith and Garrett Crochet. We got a 13-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to right field. Very nice day, 73 degrees, mid-humidity, low pressure. So that's good for carry. Runs are supposed to be up 21%. I like minus 325, dude. And I can't get behind that. There's just no way. And I'm not getting behind Boston minus 1.5 or minus 150 either. I think Crochet probably deals, but Shane Smith's done really well. Technically, his numbers are extremely comparable to Crochet minus the strikeout percentage. But Shane Smith giving up an average of 118 to lefties, 192 to righties. Hard hit percentage is a little high, but he's got an overall opponent average of 150. Crochet's 165. Crochet 1.38 ERA. Shane Smith 2.04. So just not a game I can get behind. Do the Red Sox probably win? Yeah, White Sox are terrible and can't hit, but there's just no angle and no juice worth taking there. Yankees and the Rays, we've got Shane Baz going up against Carlos Carrasco. Carrasco is an insta fade for me. I don't trust this guy. His pitch mix looks terrible today. Everything he throws, the Rays are either 5th, 6th, or 7th in. So this feels kind of like taking a Rays team total over. My only fear is there's a 17-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from right field. It's going to be very warm, 88 degrees. We've got mid-humidity and high pressure. So we got the wind blowing in and high pressure. Not good for carry. Carrasco is the definition of a fly ball pitcher. 67% of his outs come via the fly ball. Shane Baz is a pretty even mix. He's very close to 50-50 here. Just can't really get behind the Yankees. 1-0 win yesterday. Yeah, it feels I just can't back Carrasco here. And I'm not paying minus 142 for the Rays. So no play for me in this one. Lean Rays, but again, the value's on taking New York at plus 120. Nats and the Rockies, Mackenzie Gore going up against Chase Dollander. It's going to be another cold day in Coors, but it's not going to be snowing at least. But we do have an 8-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to left. It's going to be 45 degrees, mid-humidity and high pressure. Runs are up 16%, home runs plus 4%. Splits for Dollander don't look good. Nats are hitting right-handed fastballs pretty well, hitting cutters very well, and they hit curveballs really well. So it's a Nat spot for me. Weird stuff happens at Coors, so I'm going to fade it. Mackenzie Gore on the bump. Rockies have really struggled against lefties over the last week, hitting 125 with the WRC plus of 4. So not really something I can get behind, but it's a fade for me, but lean Nats in this game. Most likely they do win. Next game, Athletics and the Brewers. Chad Patrick going up against Luis Severino. I like Chad Patrick. He has been pitching extremely well, man. He's got a really interesting mix. Arm angle is kind of interesting. He gets a lot of movement, but that said, struggling a little bit against righties, 260 average, doing pretty well against lefties. Severino, basically the same against lefties and righties, about a 225, 226 average. Both of them hard hit percentages are a little high, so that makes me a little nervous. I would lean Brewers in this one at minus 130. Just Severino is not a guy I can get behind. Patrick has pitched really well. 1.76 ERA, an opponent average of 2.18. So I would lean Brew Crew here in this contest, but no play for me officially in this game. One play we do have is in the next game, the Padres and the Astros. Padres almost made a comeback last night. Kyle Hart, probably not long for this team, if I had to guess. Just not good. Thought the Padres might come back, and then they let the Astros kind of close the door in the bottom of the eighth. We've got Michael King going up against Hayden Wesneski. Wesneski 1-1 with a 4 ERA. Pitch mix looks terrible today. Padres are third hitting the fastball, which he throws 48% of the time. They are fourth hitting the slider, which he throws 25% of the time. And on the other side, pitch mix looks amazing for Michael King. Astros are bottom 5 in every single pitch he throws. So easy play for me. Give me the Pods on the money line at -120 on FanDuel. Already locked that in. I did also lock in -1 on DraftKings. It's not an official play, but I did take -1 at -101 as well. It's a great spot for the Padres to bounce back tonight. I wouldn't even mind the run line at plus money. I might sprinkle a little something on that, but really good spot for the Padres to bounce back tonight. Let's see. The Braves and the Twins. Chris Sale back on the bump going up against SWR. Simeon Woods Richardson, 4.30 ERA. 300 opponent average. Chris Sale, 309 opponent average. If I had any faith in either of these offenses, I would just take the over and call it a day. We got a 6-mile-an-hour wind blowing in from right field, 81 degrees, mid-humidity, mid-pressure. Really not going to have too much impact on the game. Chris Sale desperately needs a bounce-back outing. This could be it, but to me, I'm fading it. Braves at -218 is ridiculous. Maybe lean Twins at +180, but again, I don't trust either offenses. Don't really trust either pitchers right now. So fade spot for me. Last game on the card is going to be the Giants and the Angels. Landon Roop going up against Kyle Hendricks. 2-0 game last night. Pretty crazy. I think the Giants bounce back and get the dub tonight. But the one play I have on the card for this game is Landon Roop under 6.5 Ks at -125 on DraftKings. So that is my best bet in this game. We got a 10-mile-an-hour wind blowing out to right center. Going to be 66 degrees, mid-humidity, mid-pressure. But I like the Giants in this spot. Fading Kyle Hendricks is always a spot I'd like to be in. Giants bats have been hot. We saw them cool down yesterday, but can't think of a better bounce back spot here. So give me the Giants on the money line. All right, let's talk about best bets. Get you guys on your way. First best bet, like we talked about, Landon Roop under 6.5 Ks. Phillies race to 5. Reds money line, trusting Hunter Green. Reds race to 4. Got a rookie making his major league debut. They should be able to hit him around a little bit. And then give me Padres money line at -120. So those are the plays, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. Have a fantastic day. We will have an NBA video out later today. So I'll catch you in that video.